Salams and hello, friends. Thanks for checking out another Eats Meets West recipe. These are thoroughly tried and tested and perfect for fun family meals, like today's recipe, pulled beef tacos. Packed with rich flavor, these tacos are not just for Tuesdays. The pulled beef is tender and spiced to perfection and versatile. You can use this recipe for a lot more than tacos. Plus, I have scrumptious pico de gallo and guacamole bonus recipes in this video too. So let's get started. I have about 1.5 pounds of beef cubes. Chuck meat works well here because we will cook it low and slow, so no need for an expensive cut of beef. I can usually make around 12 to 15 tacos with this amount of meat, but it really all depends on how much beef you like in each one. Place the meat in a deep pot and cover with water about a half an inch above the beef. Now we add the fun stuff, the seasonings. So add 1 tablespoon of garlic paste or powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, a teaspoon of jalapeno powder, a half teaspoon of red chili powder or cayenne, a half teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, and a teaspoon of cumin powder. Also add a tablespoon of barbecue sauce. This really adds a touch of sweet smokiness. And then also add a 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid or 1 teaspoon of lemon juice if you don't have that. Lastly, add 1 tablespoon of olive oil to prevent the beef from being dry once boiled and shredded. Bring this all to a boil on medium-high heat and then turn down the heat to a light simmer. Be sure to skim off any foamy meat scum that comes up to the top periodically. Cover the pot and cook the beef for about 2.5 to 3 hours or until the juices are thickened, but not dry, and the beef shreds easily with a fork or wooden spoon. While the meat is cooking, we can make the pico de gallo salsa and guacamole. Here's how I make them. For the pico, I chop a medium sweet onion and add this to a bowl along with 2 tomatoes, which are de-seeded and chopped as well. Toss in 2 finely chopped green chilies, a handful of fresh chopped cilantro, along with a teaspoon each of garlic powder and salt, and a half teaspoon of pepper. Then squeeze the juice of 1 lime over the top and mix. The longer this sits, the more the flavors melt. So this can be made a little in advance and refrigerated. For the guac, use 2 to 3 just ripened avocados. Remove the seeds and scoop the flesh into a bowl, and then immediately squeeze the juice of 1 lime over the top to prevent the avocados from browning. Then add about a handful of chopped fresh cilantro along with 1 small sweet red pepper that has been finely chopped, 1 to 2 chopped green chilies, and a half teaspoon each of garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. Mix and mash the avocados with the seasonings. I like the guacamole slightly chunky, so that's how I leave it, but that's up to you. Cover it in an airtight container and refrigerate it until ready to use. Okay, back to the tacos. Once the beef is tender, turn off the heat and then pull the beef apart with 2 forks. Combine the meat with the thickened juices and you have got an amazing multi-purpose filling for tacos, empanadas, pastries, sandwiches, the list goes on and on. To assemble, warm up the taco shells in the oven at 350 degrees for a few minutes before adding the pulled beef and some Mexican blend shredded cheese to each one. Bake the tacos for around 7 minutes or until the cheese is just melted. Then top your taco with some sour cream, guacamole, and pico de gallo. This is by no means a takeout taco. It's just such a better way to enjoy them, and in moderation, a healthier way to have this tasty treat. I hope you try this recipe and let me know what you think. As usual, recipe details are in the description box below. Thanks for sticking around till the end, friends. With salams.